Big leader around the city, no cap rap news, bruh. We in the building, man. Hold on. Let me see something, bro. All right, bet. Hey, get straight. All right, man. It's what that day is? Tuesday. Good Tuesday. Good Tuesday afternoon, evening. Damn, man. I be so messed up, bro. My mind be everywhere, bro. Yeah, man. We got a lot going on tonight, man. YSL Woody interview. We got Birmingham deadliest day, man. It was crazy, bro. And a party shot up, man. We talked about this the other day, man. So prayers up to everybody that lost their life in Birmingham in these shooting at the club. 15 people shot. Same night. What was it? A mom, a son, and I guess a boyfriend or friend all got shot up too earlier that day. It's crazy in the city, man. We got to figure something out, man. Niggas got to chill, bro. But I don't know, man. Let's get into it, man. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling kind of weird tonight anyway, so I wasn't gonna get on here, but I got to put these hours in, this time in, man. So let's get into it. Let me see where we at. All right, here we go, Joe. Shout out to the Family TV on YouTube. Y'all subscribe to their channel, hit the like button.
Yeah, go pull up 32.
We on YouTube and Facebook tonight too, bro.
No, 3527. Right here. Yeah, bands on deck, and we gonna cut up all motherfucking night. Hey, 5 minutes, 10. Then we gonna cut up all night. Stop playing with us like we don't do this shit. Drag it like it ain't no tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Of Birmingham is in mourning. In a span of just hours yesterday afternoon, 2 separate shootings left 6 people dead.
After one of the most violent days he's seen in his law enforcement career. 7 people murdered, 10 others injured in 2 separate shootings.
With the most violent 24-hour period in the city's history this century, 17 people shot in what police call targeted attacks.
Just 14 shot at the club last night. Is that the largest number of people Birmingham has ever had shot in one incident?
I don't know. I mean, I can tell you from my almost 26 years having 7 murdered in a day and 10 injured, I think that's probably the highest that we've ever had in a day. That's probably the most.
And see, he don't know what the fuck going on. How can you say I don't know? It's part of your job, bro. You supposed to be aware of what the hell going on in the city. That's the problem. Y'all don't know what the fuck going on. Y'all just, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas doing, man. But y'all need to do better, though. Do something for real.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like that shit, man. Nigga talking about, I don't know. How the fuck you don't know? Who gonna know if you don't know?
In my time with the Birmingham Police Department.
Doing a senseless crime to impress a female is clown activity. No real man gonna respect that. I'm telling you that now. Now that we got that out the way, and blaming a female for your actions is even more of a clown work. But let's not get it twisted. Man, we all pretty much can agree to this. There's some men who don't be in nothing, who some would say soft or don't even want to protect themselves. But when they come to a woman they like or they love or in a relationship with, man, certain people will crash out, throw their life away. Don't have other people, families in their minds when they committing these actions. Now, for those who wondering, what do this have to do with the video? Fam, just 4 months ago, of course, I'll leave the link in the bio for you guys to check out. We did a story on Birmingham's most deadliest hour, a shooting incident that involved the mayor's cousin, a local rapper, and a pregnant woman. But it seems that record was shattered just 4 months later. 2 families, 7 deceased, over 15 people shot. Fam, what if I told you a female, after doing my research, was the center of both deadly days, having men.
Now, hold up now. Don't tell me this about no female, bro. Don't tell me niggas simping like that out here, bro. You put all these people's life in danger. You put your own self in danger over a female, man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Crash out on the respect of them. And I can't make none of this up. I wish it was a joke. But today, we shine light on this case. Speak on the one we briefly did 4 months ago. And we also see how allegedly both incidents had took place. Talk about the people surrounding them who lost their life as well in the meantime. And we also speak on where we at today. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, as I mentioned, the link will be in the bio for the previous story, so I won't waste too much time talking about it. But on the second week of February of 2024, at that time, it was Birmingham's most deadliest hour. It resulted in over 6 people getting shot, having 6 lose their life. But it seemed 2 of those 6 was a young couple who went missing since Valentine's Day. The young woman was pregnant, may she rest in peace. And the young male was a local rapper, may he rest in peace. But then shortly after,
Shit crazy,
Birmingham,
man.
it was reports of a drive-by. 4 people was gunned down in their neighborhood. One happens to be the cousin of Birmingham, Alabama mayor. But once we get past that, after doing my research, it seemed that incident was only intended for one person. And the people that he was with was just a casualty to their war. May they all rest in peace. Now I want to briefly talk about that situation. Now the 4 victims in that drive-by was Tartan, 36 years old, Cortez Ray, 32 years old, Terrell Edwards, 38 years old, and Kevin McGee, 38. A week later, a 20-year-old Lamrion Tyrese Charlie was arrested. He was booked into Jefferson County Jail, and that's when everything started to make sense. Apparently, Cortez Ray, who 32 years old, who lost his life, one of the 4 victims, was talking to a girl named Kier. Kier was talking to another man named Charlie. Charlie ended up leaving some dope inside Kier's house. Cortez ended up taking the dope. Charlie told Kier, I'm gonna take your life or you take Cortez. Kier ended up wanting to take Cortez's life, having that shootout happen, leaving 4 people losing their life, all because they wanted Cortez for taking Charlie dope.
Come on now, dog. Oh my God.
Man, this dope game it ain't no winning that shit, bro. It's cool for a minute, my nigga. If you stacking your money up, stack your money up, man. But ain't no winning that shit. It's dead in jail, bro. That's where it's gonna end up. And then these women, y'all out here fucking with these dope boys and shit and thinking shit sweet and thinking they can't come back to you, or you know what I'm saying? And you fucking with multiple niggas at the same damn time, man. Come on. You putting, I don't know, man. I hope they ain't had no kids either, man, because you putting the kids' lives in danger and all that shit, bro.
Witness states
shit crazy.
Kier is the driver and Charlie is the shooter. But after Charlie got apprehended a week later, he maintained his innocence and saying he was only the driver.
Accused in the killing of 4 people in Birmingham stood before a judge just about 2 hours ago.
Now see how quick he flipped the script on their ass? She thought he was gonna ride. She riding for him, or thought he was gonna ride for her, and look what happened. These niggas gonna tell. These niggas is gonna tell, man. This shit crazy.
This was just a heartbreaking case that you might remember. A packed courtroom today as the families there supporting each other. This was the tragic scene in Wylam back in February on Center Street North. Lamarian Charlie, the man you see here, facing multiple charges, including capital murder and the presence of a child. Bria Chapman joins us now live with what happened in
See
court
what I'm
today,
saying?
Bria.
Yeah, Morgan and Sarah, a lot of new details came out today in court, and the victims' families were there, and they got pretty emotional today as a Birmingham detective took the stand this afternoon, sharing new details about this case, about this disturbing case. Now, they also
I loved my son.
And over 35 shell casings recovered. Now, those 2 guns, though, they still have not been recovered. And Lamarion Charlie, he was in court today for his preliminary hearing in this case, and he maintains that he was only the driver. He just drove the car that was used in the shootings that killed 4 people. Now, Detective Tolliver says that shooting happened in less than a minute, and prosecutors say the suspects fired the shots, drove off, and then burned the car on Winona Road, and that happened within 20 minutes of each other. Now, the only witness of the homicides was Cortez Ray's young son, and all 4 victim families were in court today as they listened to what happened during those final moments. Kevin McGee's mom, Mary Holmes, tells me this was her first Mother's Day without her son, and that was hard, but being in court today was even harder.
I loved my son. My son was a good child, a good son, good father, good son, good brother, big brother. He was the life of the party. He loved cars. He drove big trucks. All of our kids were great kids, all of them. They were all loved. They were. And they.
Now that's the sad part. The sad part is, well, man, it's crazy, man. I can't talk too much on this shit, man, because
deserve any of this that they got.
And today we also learned about another person of interest that they are still looking for in connection to these shootings. But as for Lamarion Charlie, he is still being held in the Jefferson County Jail, and now this case is headed to a grand jury. Reporting live in Birmingham, I'm Bria Chapman, WBRC, Fox 6 News on your side.
Now 4 to 5 months later, Birmingham's Alabama most deadliest day will be increased by 1. The first incident involved 3 people who was found shot to death in their vehicles on the east side of Birmingham. Police say they found Landon Brooks, 5 years old, Akira Kiaberry, 28 years old, who was Landon's mom, and her boyfriend, identified as Eric Jr. He was just 28 years old of Hoover. Now, Berry was a hairstylist. She was also a loving mom. Her son was set to begin kindergarten in the fall. They were among 7 people who was killed in the city, and roughly 6 hours apart. May they all rest in peace. I love condolences to their families. Now, before we talk
rest
about
in peace to them people,
on the
man.
same day, it's important to know this. Kia, baby father, who was Landon Brooks' dad, was gunned down, set on fire, and robbed in his apartment just 4 years prior. He was identified as Ladarius Jamil Brooks, just 27 years old. He lived in an apartment in Birmingham. Those apartments was identified as Watertown Lodge Apartments on Watertown Circle. Just after 4 a.m., responders saw light, smoke, and no visible signs of flame. However, firefighters found a body when they went into the downstairs unit to extinguish any hot spots. Birmingham police said Brooks had been shot and partially burned. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family.
We now know a deadly apartment fire we first told you about this morning is a homicide investigation. Birmingham police just tweeting that within the half hour. This happened at the Watertown Apartments in Roebuck. Fire investigators telling us they got a call about 4 this morning. When they got there, firefighters saw smoke but no flames. And when they went inside to put out the fire, they found the body. No identity has been released. And again, Birmingham police
shit crazy, man,
as a homicide. I'm Sheldon Haygood at the First Alert Desk.
Now, fam, as we briefly get back to this past Saturday in Birmingham most deadliest day, the 4 of the 7 people who lost their life in the span of 6 hours happened at an event center that was set to have birthday celebrations that night. Now, according to the flyer, this event took place at 8 p.m. until. It was located at 3427 27th Street North 35207. Now, it seemed the host was a guy named Spoon, who went to Facebook Live moments to see the people surrounding his picture was also cancers who had a birthday celebration and came to it. Before we disclose any more information, check out a clip from his Facebook Live inside the venue.
That's crazy, man. Niggas just going to goddamn celebrate their birthday and shit, and look what happened, bro. The streets ain't no joke, man. You get out here and step in this shit, bro, and think, it be sweet out here, man. It ain't sweet, bro. Like I said, it only in 2 ways, my nigga. Dead or in jail, for real. But niggas just don't. I don't know why niggas think that they gonna be the exception to the rule, my nigga, and think that they gonna, invincible or unstoppable or untouchable, and they gonna be the one to survive and be the big guy on the totem pole and shit, man. This shit be most of the time be about a little bit of shit too, man. Probably some, I don't know, man. It should just be depressing, man. It's sad that this shit's still going on, man, after all these years, and it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. I don't see it stopping no time soon either. This shit, I don't know, man. Sit y'all ass down, man. Go to school. Go do something else. Do do some plumbing or plumbing in the AC units and shit, or mechanic, or do something else, man. This shit, the streets ain't for everybody, and this shit, you gotta know what you're getting into when you're out here in that shit, bro. Facts.
How? I'm gonna get right back online. Huh? Thank you, fam.
I see that goddamn Facebook Live and Instagram Live and all that shit. They'll fuck you up every time too, my nigga. Especially if you know you done did some hot shit, or you involved or in that circle of hot shit, man. You can't be showing niggas your locations and where you at and all that shit, man. And, you know, ton niggas and shit, and who the fuck knows what else, man. Niggas, I don't know. Niggas don't think before they move, man. If you're in that game, it's a thinking man game, bro. It ain't checkers, it's chess. Everything is chess, bro. Think before you move, man. For real, bro.
Yeah. Niggas sleep. Don't never sleep on the couch. Don't never sleep on the spoon. Don't never sleep on the goon. Hey. You start playing me like I ain't him. Yeah. Hey. We leaving business, it's fun tonight. $100,000 nigga. Oh man. Happy birthday. Stop playing with the mother count. Bitch. Happy birthday to them. Stop playing with us. Big birthday. Big band. Big 30. Funky ass hoe. Yeah. I ain't drunk. He got block that hoe. I hate you. I hate you. Hey. Thanks. What you doing?
I don't know who be writing these captions, because this shit be wrong as hell. I don't know. He ain't said half of this shit that is showing up on here. He ain't saying none of that shit. Where they get these captions from?
Stay right here. Oh. Stop playing with me. What I do now? Stop playing. Niggas better stop playing with this Supreme shit. Supreme clank. Supreme, man. Yeah, that's the real. That pussy ass hoe. The real. Ain't none of y'all stank ass horses away. The real, man. Supreme, the real, man. Supreme thing, man. Supreme thing. Yeah. Stop playing with him. Look, he ain't the crazy outfit. You don't wear this. You ain't got this on. Oh, my mama, you don't. Oh, you lying. That be lying. Yeah. You ain't got this. Yeah. Hey, baby.
I should have stayed inside, man. Should have kept the party inside, kept the location low. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that social media. Enjoy your goddamn fun. You know, cut the cameras off, have fun in that bitch. Go back home to your family. That should have been the goal, man. But y'all know how it went, man. So let's keep going.
Leo shit coming up next month. Leo, bring yourself out, nigga. Bring yourself out. All Leo, bring yourself out, bitch. We gonna turn this bitch up, nigga, on my mama. All the way to the end of the next year, then we're gonna start out with some new. Look, if he ain't hear me, we ain't hearing it, nigga. If I can't smell it, I can't sell it. Oh God, rebel. If I ain't choking, I ain't. Dumb ass nigga, stupid ass nigga. Pull up on the 3427 Street now. Stupid. Yeah. Big now.
Drop the low. See what I'm saying? Drop the location. A lot of time, that what niggas be waiting on. You can survive in this bitch if niggas don't know what the fuck you got going. You ain't gotta show everybody everything, my niggas. Just do what you do, bro. Enjoy your shit, have fun, man. You ain't gotta. You don't invite the devil to the party, my nigga. Thanks.
Oh, look at Big Bro now. Big bro, no. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, look at this crazy. Y'all too crazy. I need a cut, bro. You cut, bro. See, I'm looking around. Y'all got time. I'm looking around, bro. Oh, good. Yeah, so. Am I dead or not? I'm not. I'm saving myself. What's up, bitch? That's proof, baby. I just make sure y'all had y'all shit on. My bad. Oh, you think that? Why y'all? You know, this our club. I know. So, you know, everywhere. But on the corner,
Social media do it every time, my G.
Now, while that party was taking place, officers received multiple shooting calls to that location at around 11:08 p.m., only to find a chaotic scene with victims scattering inside and outside the club. Birmingham Fire and Rescue pronounced 3 people dead at the scene, 1 man outside the nightclub and 2 women inside. The local hospital confirmed the demise of 1, which made it 4. The victims was identified as Angela Weatherspoon, Markeisha Giddings, Stevie McGee, and LaRandis Anderson. Now, Stevie McGee was also cousins to the McGee who lost his life in the deadliest hour just 4 months prior with the cousin of the mayor. Now, no one is yet to be arrested for this incident as well.
Cousin of the mayor, too, see. It's crazy, man. Birmingham a small spot, bro. A lot of people kin to people and shit, man, and this ain't even the first death that the mayor is related to. You know what I'm saying? There's been a couple of them going on that tied to the mayor, you know, family wise. I ain't gonna say he had in the, you know, it's because of him or no shit, but you know, it's tied to his family and shit, and that shit just, I don't know, my nigga. I'm trying to figure out what to say and what to say about the city, my nigga. Niggas just need to, I don't know what niggas need to do, what they need to do. I don't know, bro. It's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse, day by day, my nigga. Day by day. When you think you done seen it all, they come up with some new shit, worse than the other shit.
After doing my homework, I can tell you this. This incident happened because females got into a fight and a man came back and what they call, quote unquote, spent and shot up the whole nightclub for 1 woman, leaving 4 people deceased from ages 60 to 18, having...
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
These young niggas killed a 60-year-old person, man. 60, bro. And see, if niggas be, if you in the streets, bro, and then it used to be rules and morals and shit and codes and shit coming up in that shit, my nigga. You don't fuck with no ladies, no elderly, no kids. Niggas don't get no fucks now, man. I don't even know how this shit happened, bro. Niggas think everything is goddamn Grand Theft Auto, man. Niggas think everything is that video game or some shit, man, or Call of Duty or some shit, my nigga. This shit is real life, bro. And I know they ain't sleeping right. Whoever did that shit, they can't be sleeping good at night, my nigga. Cause they got fear of somebody, you know, retaliation. And they got fear of being caught by the police. And then you going away for the rest of your life. You either you're going to die. Like I said, it's only 2 ways out this shit. Dead or in jail, my nigga. You either going to die in jail, die from the electric chair or some shit.
It's 10 o'clock.
Or you're going to die in the streets from revenge and shit. So y'all niggas want to live this tough guy life. I don't get it, my nigga. I like to chill and shit. I like money, I like women, I like nice shit in life, and I like peace. I like peace, bro. So I be out the goddamn way, my nigga, but I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say, man, or, you know, I don't even know what the solution can be or should be for this shit. I don't know. If y'all know, y'all tell me, man. This shit just sad, bro.
15 people shot.
Right, KT, this shit, I'm shaking my head too, bro.
Law enforcement career. 7 people murdered, 10 others injured in 2 separate shootings. And the violence is not contained to Birmingham city limits. Good evening. I'm Megan Scarano. Tonight, deputies with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office are investigating after 3 more people were injured in a shooting. This was the scene shortly after 7 o'clock on the 2400 block of 5th Street Northwest in Center Point. We're told the victims are a teenage girl and 2 adult men. We are working to get additional information about the shooter. Meanwhile, Birmingham police are searching for killers in 2 attacks on Saturday. One killed 3 people, including a 5-year-old child. The other took 4 lives and injured 10 others during a birthday party at an event center. This is a list of each of those killed. Many are young, a lifetime of opportunity now lost. Each of their families now forced to plan their funerals. City leaders and law enforcement came together this afternoon to address the bloodshed. ABC 3340's Austin Pratt is in the newsroom. Austin, the shooters and those who protect them are being put on notice.
Megan, many promises were made to crack down on the violence in the city. Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurman promises to hold the individuals responsible for Saturday's shootings and the many others plaguing the city accountable.
For those who are responsible for those heinous crimes, I want you to know that we will be coming.
This nigga don't care. That nigga don't give no fuck about this shit, man. They asked him a question a little while ago. He don't know. How the hell he the chief and he don't know if it's the dead? They said that this the deadliest incident, in Birmingham. He said, I don't know. What?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
How you don't know, bro? And then you don't get no fuck either, man. It ain't on your side of town, so you don't get no fuck. You probably live in Helena or somewhere, or, some shit like that somewhere. That they don't get no fuck about this shit, bro. They don't get no fuck. They got to put niggas that look like us in these spots, and they got to hire the right people, man. Some people that give a fuck about the community and the people in that shit, man. And then parents, too, y'all got to goddamn talk to y'all kids, man, and just don't be some kind of example for niggas and shit, man. Be some kind of example, man. A lot of that shit started at the house, though, for real. I be on my son's ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta know what's going on. I want to see what's going on. Who your buddy is. What's up with him? What, you don't need, I'm gonna let him know you don't need to be around now. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. Let me check this. Let me check that. Y'all let them niggas walk around with pistols in their pockets and shit. Y'all see that shit and don't say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it, man. Don't nobody get no fuck, man. Niggas don't get no fuck, bro. You ain't gotta be tough, my nigga. It's cool to be cool, bro. I promise it is. I promise you'll get a lot further in life and shit. And you have a longer life just being cool, my nigga. You ain't gotta be no tough guy, my nigga. Toughest niggas, they in the dead. And then it's always a nigga that's tougher that's gonna pop up and prove that he tougher, and then there's gonna be another one come and prove he tougher. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see no win in that shit, man. But niggas do what they niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do what niggas do, man.
With full force, with every piece of law enforcement that we have, we will be coming for you.
Saturday's shootings have lit a fire in the belly of law enforcement and the mayor's office in Birmingham.
A lot of innocent people were shot and killed yesterday.
Now they said the same shit every time some shit happened. They lit a fire. Then the next day, some shit even worse happens. And police don't be nowhere in fucking sight. Every time they do the same shit every time. They put on the clinic though when the Olympics came to this bitch. They put on the clinic then and shit. Had shit. Spent all kinds of money on dumb shit, lights and bullshit, man. But then put that shit into the real community, and shit, and didn't give them no alternative to stay out the streets and shit, man. But they do the same shit every time they have a press conference. And then the next 2 days it's back pwn and cracking again, bro. It's back up and cracking.
Many others were wounded.
Saturday's shootings resulted in 7 people being killed, 10 others injured. The first shooting, a targeted attack, took the life of a Hoover man, a woman, and her 5-year-old son. They were shot while inside a vehicle in northwest Birmingham. The other, a celebration cut short when someone drove by the entertainment venue and fired into the building. Police believe in both cases the shootings were targeted. The shooter and victims likely knew one another. BP.
What happened to gangsters just getting they target, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? You know, walking down. If you that tough, walk down on whoever you got a issue with, and y'all handle it like men instead of, you know, riding by, shooting up a car, some shit, shooting up houses and clubs and that type shit, man. I don't understand, bro. And I can't say it's the music, cause shit, when I coming up, I listen to the craziest shit you can think of. The Ghetto Boys and Gangsta Nip and all kind of weirdo shit. And I didn't none of that shit made me want to do nothing, cause I got common fucking sense. I guess niggas just ain't got no sense, my nigga. Just ain't got no, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. So you can't even blame it on the music or no shit, cause I'm a living example that the music ain't influenced me to do shit. Not a goddamn thing. That's some coward shit. You right, KT, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas blame everything except the person and the people that they be around, the family, the people that, you know, that raised them and shit. My nigga, if these niggas started, like I said, if they start some shit where the family getting held responsible too, okay, if a nigga in your household do some dumb shit and you had an inkling of that shit was in your house, you knew he had this pistol, this hot ass pistol in the house, you knew he was schizophrenic or whatever the fuck was going on, he was doing this, then okay, everybody gotta go. Then niggas gonna straighten up, cause they gonna straighten that shit out in the house. Then they gonna make sure ain't none of that shit popping off. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas will straighten up then. But I just don't know, man. I don't see what the allure of that shit is. Cause niggas go do some dumb shit. They go make a song about it or some shit. Brag about it. Tell the police everything they just did. Next day on the run. But then see, they'll shoot up a whole gang of niggas though. So when the police come, they get arrested peaceful than the motherfucker. Where the energy went. Where the same energy went for the true ops. Ain't none of that shit going on. But you the toughest nigga in the streets though. But when the police come, when them fight wolves come, you bitch up, you come out peaceful than the motherfucker. Ain't a scratch on them. You answer the door politely for them and let their ass clean in that bitch and you surrender like a motherfucker. But when a nigga that look like you, you know, ain't no consequences for that shit. So that's how you feel. And, you know, ain't no respect for that. I just I'll be trying to wrap my head around the logic. Like I be dealing off logic, man, and thinking and shit. I just don't get it. What'd you say, KT? Killing innocent kids is the weakest shit ever. Then run and hide from the police. That's what I'm saying, man. That shit weak, bro. That ain't no. If you the tough guy, my nigga, go out, guns are blazing, bitch, with them same gun, that same switch that you used to shoot up everybody else, bust back at the police, go out. Die in that bitch, you know what I'm saying? That's the life you chose, my nigga, die. If you that man, you know what I'm saying? If you that guy, bro. I just don't get it, pimp.
Someone has the answers needed to close these cases, but no one is stepping up.
We know 100% there are people who know who's responsible and they know what happened, and we need that information so we can bring justice to these families and restore safety to our community and to our city.
The city of Birmingham is taking steps to make neighborhoods safer. Tomorrow will mark 1 week since the city implemented.
And then, like I said, man, a lot of times it be on. I can't even, you know, don't get me wrong. I ain't talking about this case right here in particular. I ain't even talking about this shit. Just in general. It happens every time. Every time you see the news after some shit happen. My son he didn't bother nobody. He was a good kid. He was the best, you know. He was blah 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 blah. Bitch, you seen him walking around the cookout with 2 guns in his pocket. You seen him. You seen him on his Facebook page posting the guns and got the whole clique with him and throwing up gang signs and shit. You seen that shit the whole time. You ain't say a word. You ain't try to talk to him. You ain't try to, give him no life advice. You ain't try to do none of that shit. But then after he get killed or he do some dumb shit, he didn't deserve. He was a nice kid. He blah, blah, blah. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. It's the parents got to be, y'all gotta, I'm talking to the parents now. Y'all got to be accountable, my nigga. Y'all got to look in the mirror, bro. But then again, some of the parents be dumb as hell too. Short bus motherfuckers, they have short bus kids. That's all I can say. And that's just how it go. I guess, you know what I'm saying? Niggas always be talking about what happened to the people that was in the special class. Where they at now? They grown and still in the special class. They still in the goddamn special class and they having special kids and they ain't teaching their kids shit either because they parents didn't teach them shit about life or how to be a upstanding citizen and you know what I'm saying and how to stay out the fucking way and how to just be I don't get it, money. I don't know, man. I'm just ranting, my nigga. Don't pay me no attention, man. I apologize to y'all, but this should be pissing me off, man.
Eastlake
God, it don't make sense.
Traffic flow in and out of that community. We'll be keeping a close eye on the city.
What? Wait a minute. What he said? Hold up.
Cases the shootings were targeted. The shooter and victims likely knew one another. BPD says someone has the answers needed to close these cases, but no one is stepping up.
We know 100% there are people who know who's responsible and they know what happened, and we need that information so we can bring justice to these families and restore safety to our community and to our city.
The city of Birmingham is taking steps to make neighborhoods safer. Tomorrow will mark 1 week since the city implemented safe measures in Eastlake to restrict traffic flow in and out of that community.
Oh, they talking to restrict traffic flow. They talking about they put up some barriers and shit so you can turn down certain streets and certain streets you can't turn down. Bitch, they just gonna go the other way. What that's gonna do? That ain't stopping shit, man. They come up with the lamest techniques and tactics and shit to try to act like they doing something. Bitch, y'all niggas ain't doing nothing. The police ain't doing shit. The city of Birmingham, the mayors and the councilmen and shit, they ain't doing shit, man. They don't get no fucking till that shit come by, till it touch till it get hit close to home. Then they come up with the lamest shit because they be pocketing most of the goddamn money they goddamn self anyway. You feel me? You got to blame somebody, Joe, for real, man. And then like I said, I ain't even trying to blame nobody. I'm just saying it just seemed like common sense, my nigga. If you see, like if I seen my son walking around, all of a sudden he popping up with guns hanging out his pockets and shit, you know what I'm saying? Money, he ain't got no goddamn job. He got all kinds of money and shit. Bitch, give me all that first. Give me all that shit. I'm finna take all that shit. Then I'm finna sit down and try to figure out what the hell is going on. You finna tell me something. We finna figure this shit out. You see what I'm saying? Somebody gotta be, and they be seeing this shit though, man. I be seeing it. I done seen parents and shit see their kids doing dumb shit and don't say nothing. Or feel like they can't say nothing to them. They scared as hell. It's business, yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. And then that's what I'm saying. The city, they put up some barriers like that's gonna stop that shit. Bitch, a nigga walk over that shit or walk in between that shit or walk around it and still do whatever the hell they gotta do. What some barriers gonna do? What putting a piece of concrete in the street, in the middle of the street, what that's gonna do? Nah, it's not a goddamn thing. They just try to find a way to act like they doing something when they be putting that money in their pockets, man. They be putting that shit right back in their pocket. Like they said, they do some dumb shit for the civic, for the Olympics and shit. They buy lights and Bullshit, bitch. We ain't need them gas lights up under the tunnels and under the freeway. Who needed that? Who asked for that shit? What that's gonna do? It's just making it bright up under that bitch, so a nigga can rob you clearer. He can rob you better now because you got lights up under the freeway. You can see what the fuck he doing. That shit, man. Come on, man. Birmingham is tripping, man. And I'm talking about the people that running the Birmingham, that's running the city. Y'all niggas tripping, bro. I don't know what kind of shit y'all on. They need to make me the goddamn mayor or something. They need to Tig need to run the city. That's what y'all need to. I need to start a campaign. Tig need to run the city, man, and get out here and I show these niggas what to do with this shit, bro, and how to handle this shit. Some of y'all street niggas that like to shoot and shit, bitch, and like to be tough guys. Bitch, y'all go join the police department and shit and patrol the motherfucking block then. You know what I'm saying? Do something, I don't know. Or go join the army or do some shit, my nigga. Do something with that anger and that hate that's in you, bro, or that's built up in you. Cause I mean, like I said, if a nigga ain't fucking with you, my nigga, ain't no why? What's the point of shooting up the whole goddamn shooting in the crowd, bro. Shooting in the car, shooting in the houses and shit. Hitting old lady. A 60-year-old person got killed, man. 60 years old ain't had shit to do with nothing, bro. When if the girl, they said it's about a chick and she somehow she got into a fight and went and told the dude, he came back and just started shooting. Bitch, if you and then the women that's going to tell all this shit, you know what I'm saying, they're going to go get somebody. Goddamn bitch, get back in the car with the nigga that you sent back up here to come protect your honor or whatever. And point out the one that did it. And that's the one y'all get. Don't just shoot the whole fucking crowd up. That's some whole shit, man. That's whole shit, bro.
We'll be keeping a close eye on the
say,
city
Kiki
leaders
needed
to
for
see if
mayor?
similar steps
Yeah,
are
let's
taken
do it.
in other neighborhoods. Megan?
It's a very unfortunate situation. As more develop, I keep you guys updated. As we wrap this video up, we do want to say rest in peace to all the victims.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to everybody, man, that shit happened to, man. And condolence, I hate it for the people that was just celebrating their birthday, man, and end up dying or getting shot, man, about dumb shit, bro. That shit, I don't know, man. That shit be pissing me off, bro. It's just ridiculous shit, bro. Let's see what else. We ain't gonna stay on this down shit, man. We finna get into some funny shit and some music shit and shit like that. They had this boy, and this shit interview must be long as hell. This little Woody interview is still going. We'll come back to that shit. Let's let me see. I had some other shit on here. What did we get into that we missed? A lot of dumb shit been going on. Fuck it. Let's watch this interview with Sexyy Red, LeBron James, and Andre 3000, man. This shit should be a good one. Might have some Jews in here for niggas. And the women. Y'all hit the like button, y'all hit the share button, man.
Earlier,
no cap rap news, Tick need to run the city.
I'm going to dominate my matchup. The guy that's matched up with me, I'm here to dominate you tonight, bro. That's not necessarily nervous, a little anxious to do that.
Yeah, that comes after the nerves kind of
go away. After you break a sweat and somebody
it's probably the same way for y'all, like when that beat drop and y'all finally get and y'all see the crowd saying you like, I'm about to dominate this moment.
Yeah, you gotta get in mode. Like,
you said that and Stacks grabbed the flute.
Yeah, he like,
I was just gonna say that because like me and my friend, we compare rapping to basketball. Like we be like this person was new in the game and they was the hottest and they was at all. Like we always compare rapping
for
to
sure.
basketball.
So you got that nerves, man, and then like right kind of before,
if they come up now, she said they compare rapping to basketball. Well, who the fuck she Skip Bayless then? If they compare rapping to basketball, she got them Skip Bayless. What the fuck they going off of? Cause it can't be skill at scale level. I don't know what the fuck they going off of. Is you comparing rapping to her and her friends? I don't get it, man. I like Sexyy Red. I like her. her personality and shit. The music I can do without, but I like her personality and shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Sexyy Red on that level right there. You know what I'm saying?
YouTube rap video. We was like, what name you gonna put? I'm like, I don't know.
Who gave you that name?
This dude. We was trying to figure out a name for me. It was Red, but we gotta put something in front of it, and then it's like.
Oh, when you was becoming a rapper, it was like, oh
yeah, to upload my first little YouTube rap video. We was like, what name you gonna put? I'm like, I don't know. And we was thinking of stuff. And he said, Sexyy Red. I'm like, I like that.
Sexyy Red.
How long ago was that?
That was like six years ago.
Did you have a rap name before that?
Mm-hmm.
What was your
I had a
name?
regular name. It was Trill Red. That was my street name.
Trill Red.
Trill Red.
Wait, so from the street see you, they call you Trill?
Yeah. Like your Facebook name?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Trill Red. God damn.
Yeah, that's called my Facebook name.
What was your first rap name?
Black Wolf.
For real?
Black Wolf, how old
And
were
Big
you?
Boy was Black Dog.
How old
Black
were
Dog,
you?
Black Wolf. 16.
And you guys had a name before out.
Black Wolf, that's crazy. What you say? That she more like Stephen A. Smith stat wise. That's why I said Skip Bayless, cause that nigga, he averaged. Yeah, both of them was trash in basketball. That's why I said. She said they compare rap to basketball. That what I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, but
Yeah, we was 2 Shades Deep.
Hold up, let me run it back.
First rap name?
Black Wolf.
For real?
Black Wolf, how old
And
were
Big
you?
Boy was Black Dog.
How old?
Oh my God. Andre was Black Wolf, Big Boy was Black Dog. I'm glad they changed that shit up. That shit was not gonna work. Hell no. Imagine this nigga named Black Wolf, Black Dog. Hell no.
Black Wolf. 16.
And you guys had a name before Outkast.
Yeah, we was 2 Shades Deep.
Two Shades Deep.
Like we were big, Tribe Called Quest fans. Like, so we was kind of like the 3-word names were in at the time. You know what I mean? So yeah.
It's like y'all was in sync.
Yeah. That was, the way at the
How
time.
did y'all change it? The name of the group and y'all, like y'all.
Cause then somebody in our high school, man, they stole our name. There's a singing group, they gonna call themselves like 4 Shades Deep. We're like, man, you done stole. No, for real. They called it themselves 4 Shades Deep. And I was
There's
like,
always be a nigga
they
biting.
stole our name, and we was kind of like outcasts in the high school because we dressed different.
Period.
And so, we was like, we just gonna be outcasts.
So I do gotta ask, we were asking what to call Sexyy. We figured out it's Sexyy. You yourself, it's 3 Stacks.
It depends
Andre,
on
Dre.
who you're talking to.
Okay, what would you
Like
prefer
my
to go by?
homies, they'll call me like Stacks, 3 Thou. Dre, Big call me Dre.
Still.
Yeah. Partners in the hood will call me 3 or Stacks. Yeah.
Which one you prefer? You answered.
It don't matter.
Yeah, answer all.
Like,
Them some tight nicknames.
Yeah.
You got some hard.
thank you.
Stacks.
What's your nicknames?
Him.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Period. Straight like that.
Nah.
Him.
What's your name? Him? I'm him.
What's your nickname? That.
Okay, I'm taking that. Her.
That's for sure. And now we got 3 Stacks on the flute.
Yeah, we got, That's, I went to the show in New York. I went to one of their shows in New York. It was incredible.
Ain't gonna lie, these dunks hard as hell LeBron got on. Them dunks snapping.
Yeah, that's crazy because I didn't know you was at the show until after the show. Yeah, it was a vibe.
Well, I also want to give some backstory. You were in New York.
Yeah, that was a vibe with that goddamn flute. That shit is trash. I can't even lie.
Come on now, dog. Come on,
That flute
man.
shit is trash, Andre.
I don't like that shit for sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
And then the nigga say he don't read the notes. He just be freestyling on the flute. Yeah. We can tell, my boy. We can tell because that shit is trash. I can see if you nigga go take some lessons, bro. Don't just be blowing that bullshit and you don't know what the fuck you doing. We don't know what the hell going on. We want to hear you rhyme, you spit, bro.
For like 2 days, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And on the group text, you're like, I have to go to this show.
No, I have to go. Because it was a small venue. So, you know, that don't fill up quick.
The Blue Note.
The Blue Note, yeah.
Those were some of our first shows.
Yeah.
So we like stepped in the belly of the beast. Like our very first shows, like we in kind of like a well-known jazz club, you know, and it was like, whoa, we in here.
Very famous jazz.
Yeah, very famous. Like all the tables plus close to each other. Like ain't much wiggle room in there. Once you sit down, sit your down now. Ain't no getting up, leave, coming back. Yeah, tight little spot.
What did you expect? Did you have an expectation?
Well, I mean, I listened to the album a few times.
Okay.
You know, so I just went in just like on some vibe. I want to just feel the vibration. And he a funny too. I ain't know how funny he is. So like during his sets, after he get done with his setting, he just gets popping off talking like, hey, I ain't about to be here rapping, so if that's what y'all looking for, y'all go ahead and get up out of here. Or, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to make noise in here. I need y'all to ride with me. Like, he be on some funny, I ain't know that.
I be trying to defuse it. Cause I don't want people to think, you know, I love jazz music, you know, but I don't want people to be thinking that I'm trying to be a jazz musician. Or anything like that. So I don't take myself that serious as jazz musicians now. Like jazz is a studied music, so I kind of like just try to humanize, you know. So even with some of the titles on the album, I was like really trying to poke fun of it or just, you know, have fun.
But jazz is also very inviting style of music too.
Oh, for sure.
The crazy part is about the Andre shit with this flute, my nigga. It's like, bitch, you been walking around for 15 years with that flute in your hand and you can't even play that bitch. Don't know the notes or none of that shit. Like, what the fuck you be doing, my nigga? At least try to, you know, get you some lessons with that bitch or something. He just around this bitch just blowing shit. I don't know. I ain't with the flute playing shit, though. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. No cap, bro.
You like it and want to
But it's
rock.
so elitist, though, too, though.
It's
you know,
elitist,
in ways, because, you know, a lot of jazz cats, they went to school, man. Like, they studied, man. So, you know, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be a jazz musician. You know, I kind of look at myself as just like a sonic displayist. Like, I don't know what notes I'm playing, to be completely honest. So I ain't trying to pretend like...
Hold on, where that shit at? Hold on. I told y'all. Yeah, I thought I was playing. I told you this nigga don't know how to play this shit. He just playing this bitch. He said it. See, I told you. I know y'all thought I was bullshit.
Like, I don't know what notes I'm playing, to be completely honest. So I ain't trying to pretend like, you know, I know what I'm doing in a way. I actually don't know what I'm doing, and that's part of the art.
See what I mean, bro? If you got a name, bro, you can goddamn, if you famous, you can goddamn get away with anything. Niggas gonna come to see you not know how to play the flute. Niggas gonna pay to see you not know how to play the flute, bro. That shit is crazy. See what I'm saying? But a nigga with some real talent, they ain't even gonna pull up at their venue, bro. They'll leave that bitch empty as hell. A nigga that really know how to play and fire with that shit, they won't even show up. But a famous nigga that's known for rapping, and he blatantly tell a nigga, bitch, I don't know how to play this shit. Y'all come up in here, though, and pay these $200 to see me play this shit that act like I'm playing this bitch. And niggas be in that bitch packed. That shit is crazy to me, man.
It's something you want to do, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I get real enjoyment out of it, and people do as well. It's really the freest ever.
Yeah.
Because I ain't no freestyle rapper. Like, I don't sit around, I never have been, like, if you put a beat on and I'm sitting around making up raps. Like, I'm a writer.
Right, me
so this
too.
is the most free I've ever been. Like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm loving it.
That's
you know?
good.
So Steph, is it safe? I was just gonna follow. Is it safe to say?
Wait a minute, what she said I am too? Wait a minute, what the hell she talking about? What she is too? I missed that part.
Notes I'm playing, to be completely honest. So I ain't trying to pretend like, you know, I know what I'm doing in a way. I actually don't know what I'm doing, and that's part of the art. So yeah.
It's something you want to do, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I get real enjoyment out of it, and people do as well. It's really the freest ever.
Yeah.
Because I ain't no freestyle rapper. Like, I don't sit around. I never have been like, if you put a beat on, I'm sitting around making up raps. Like, I'm a writer.
Right,
so
me
this
too.
is the most free I've ever been. Like,
She said she a writer too. Now, Andre said he ain't no freestyle, he a writer. And that makes sense. And then she say she ain't no freestyler, she a writer. But the shit that she writing sound like she freestyling. Get this shit out of here, man. This shit crazy,
so
bro.
I'm like,
I gotta be lit. This gotta be Bizarro, like, this Bizarro land or some shit, man. This shit ain't real. We in the Matrix, bro. I swear to God, this shit is, it's the most backwards the world ever been, man. All this shit is crazy, fam. It's crazy, bro.
Loving it.
That's good.
So Sexyy, is it safe? I was just gonna follow. Is it safe to say if Braun went to your show in New York,
I don't know,
and then he goes to a show in Chicago a week later, he's gonna hear something different?
he definitely will hear something. Even if you go, we were doing two
nights in a row,
nights at the show Braun came to, and it was like, we'll do a 75-minute set, take an hour break, and then they'll bring in a new crowd, and we'll do a whole nother set. Those two shows in the night gonna be different. So it's like, we really don't know where we're gonna go. And it's kind of like you have to fill it out. And it's really a exploratory thing, man. We just exploring, man. Yeah.
But it's just like a big jam session or something. Seem like that's what he be doing, like inviting people to the jam session, basically. Just, just playing whatever the fuck come to mind and just, just vibing, just grooving and shit. Nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you gotta learn how to play that shit, bro. Most niggas in the jam sessions, the drummer know how to play the drums, the keyboard dude know how to read notes and play the keyboard and shit, but you just in that bitch blowing them shit. I don't know.
Sexy, you're a writer too, like you write. You don't go in the studio and just listen to a beat and start saying.
I have did that, and them was like the ones that everybody liked. Like, it was crazy. Cause I'm like, the freestyles be the ones that go viral and stuff.
But you rather write.
I rather write though. Like I want to come in there ready and just go record. I don't want to be in there trying to think.
When you show up to the studio, you got your wrote out.
Sometimes, or I come and sit in there and I write it, and then I go in the booth. Cause my team be like, go in there, just record it. I be like, no, I'm finna write it down, then I'm recording. Yeah, that's how I go.
And then go
intention.
And for you, Jerry, as a designer, what he said, I was thinking about you. Were you at all intimidated, like, oh, people study and live their whole life doing this, and I'm just gonna take it on and do it?
Yeah, I think 1,000% you feel as if you're not qualified, right? And
that Chevy Jesus, that Chevy cross is hard. That shirt hard. I ain't think of that shit. That's a hard shirt. Turn the Chevy sign into a cross, that's fire.
As you continue to follow what starts off as like having confidence in what's missing in the market, and it slowly turns into a conviction, your fears of what other people, how they see what you're putting in the world kind of go to the side, and you're more driven by this thing that you once, I guess, were inspired to do into now something you believe in. And that doesn't require a title.
Does it frustrate you when people say that to you? Like, oh, you're a designer, you're a fashion designer, you're a merchant, you're a whatever they say you are?
I said, I don't care what anybody says. You don't write anything. It's 100% freestyles. It got it. What it sound like, my nigga? Because if she writing this shit, and that's what she coming up with, that's what I mean, man. They done lowered the bar in this shit so fucking low, bro. They let anybody in this shit, man. That shit, it's degrading the whole shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I get that it's letting niggas, giving people opportunities and shit to change their lives and their family lives and shit. But then, it's fucked up because they watering it down where the real talented niggas can't even get no shine. Because it's just they let the bullshit pop through, and then everybody think they can do it. When everybody think they can do some shit, that shit kind of it fucked the game up. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta vet this shit, bro. Everybody can't go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the best of the best get to go. You know what I'm saying? It should be like that, bro. It gotta be some kind of way to, you know, can't let everything in that bitch. Can't let everybody fix or work on your car, my nigga, because they don't know what the fuck they doing. If they don't know what the fuck they doing, what the fuck they up under the hood for? You see what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
I hate
I told you
when
this
anyone puts
bizarro world.
a label on me, and it becomes their prison of how they see me. You know, it's like the whole shut up and dribble, right? It's like, oh, this is just a part of me. This is just another element to all that, you know, God has designed me to do. So
Yeah.
And do you feel the same way about, like, you know, we talk about like streetwear? Like, is Fear of God a streetwear brand? Is it just a fashion brand? How would you characterize what you're?
Oh, that's the Fear of God, dude.
I think it's luxury. Even if it is essentials, I think it's luxury. You know, I think what I'm trying to do is to free people up to be the best version of themselves. And when you're the best version of who you are, that's the ultimate feeling of luxury. Whether it's a hoodie or a leather fit head to toe. You know what I mean?
When you come up emulating the ones before you, right? So I'm sure it translates for you as well, like in basketball, right? Emulating and for you, you know, getting onto the game, for you as a designer. And then at some point, it clicks over where it's like, it's more you than the person you am. Do you remember what that point was?
That nigga cut LeBron hair quicker than the motherfucker. He cut that nigga hair in under 2 minutes. God damn.
How you get to that point?
Well, I think the, you know, looking up to people when you're growing up and trying to figure out what you want to do, it gives you kind of like
that's just props. That shit gotta be just props.
You know, that, you know, you watching these people on television, or you reading them in newspapers or magazines or at the local library or whatever the case may be, you need a sense of.
I know this shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I just be on here talking shit though, but look at this right here. This goddamn glass that the old boy got his drink in.
How you get to that point?
Well, I think the, you know, looking up to people when you're growing up and trying to figure out what you want to do, it gives you kind of like
what is it?
You know, that, you know, you up to be the best version of themselves. And when you're the best version of who you are, that's the ultimate feeling of luxury.
Don't pay me no mind. This shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm telling y'all right now.
You know what I mean?
But
you come up emulating the ones before you, right? So I'm sure it translates for you as well, like in basketball, right? Emulating and for you, you know, getting onto the game, for you as a designer. And then at some point, it clicks over where it's like, it's more you than the person you am. Do you remember what that point was, or how that happens, how you get to that point?
Well, I think the, you know, looking up to people when you're growing up and trying to figure out what you want to do, it gives you kind of like, gives you hope. You know, that, you know, you watching these people on television,
your blueprint.
You reading them.
Oh, here we go. This glass right here, I don't want no drink. If you got to bring it to me in this glass, just give me a mason jar or goddamn a paper cup, or I don't want no drink if you're going to bring me one of them glasses. I don't know. That, like I said, it don't pay me no attention. I'm just tripping. It's just me. I don't want that shit.
And newspapers or magazines or the local
That's how I'm gonna look drinking that shit.
Maybe you need a sense of hope.
No.
When we grow up in the inner city, we don't have much. It's not much inspiration.
Yeah.
One thing we do notice, we don't want to end up maybe like our homeboy or a homegirl or something that happened last week or whatever the case may be, when we just seen them last week.
That shit in a Pepsi bottle or something.
You know, having that aspiration that's outside the city. I'm inspired to want to be like Michael Jordan. He's in Chicago. You know, I'm in Akron, Ohio, whatever the case may be. So, you know, having that aspiration to want to be something greater than what's going on in my community, that's when it starts to flow. You know, you start to be like, okay, he black, I'm black. He from Wilmington, North Carolina. Seems like a very rural place that ain't got much going on there. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Ain't much going on here. So there is possibility of getting out of this.
Hope.
That's how I
There's
be
hope.
like, if they can do it, I know I can.
Yeah, there's hope.
Who was that for you, Sexyy?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot of people, because I seen like a lot of girls that was coming up, get in the rap game and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, so they like this. What I know they like what I got to say then. I'm like, why they ain't with me then? Like, I ain't know what it'd take for them to like notice me. But once they did notice me, it was up. I knew it. I knew it though.
What'd you think did it? That people started to know? Is it a certain song? Is it a certain demeanor?
Nope, I feel like it was just my time.
Because
like my baby daddy had got locked up, and then I was like more focused. I was like, dang, now I could focus.
And who helped you develop your, as Dre said, like develop his pen and writing, like
sound?
Usually it's a producer. It could be a producer. I think probably you was probably in the dungeon. You also had a partner.
Yeah.
Because a little bit like who helped you develop that sound?
Nobody, me.
You did it all yourself.
Makes fucking goddamn sense. It makes plenty sense, cause I was waiting to see who did that shit. Ain't nobody told her that shit was it. I know didn't nobody tell that shit was it. But that's what I'm saying, my nigga. I guess this just proof that you can goddamn do. If you, I don't know. I was finna say you put your mind to it, you can do it. That too. You just gotta start, but you gotta want to get better at that shit or something. You gotta try to. I don't know. Niggas don't. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I don't know what to say.
But who you was listening to though? Like, cause I heard you one time say I'm the female Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I was listening to some of everybody, man. Like I'm weird. Like you probably wouldn't even think I sit and just say, turn us Andre. And be like, hey, yeah. Like I be on weird. I be on weird, man. So like you never know what I'm finna turn on.
Yeah.
Like I be in the car, we'll be smoking, and I just go somewhere else.
I will say to any artist though too, like don't just listen to the genre that you in.
Nah, I don't.
Because like what expounds or makes a genre better is things coming outside of it, getting into it, you know, and you interject that into like, if you listen to classical music and you say, oh man, I love that classical music, but people ain't really listening to that. But if I put that on some drums, it takes it a certain kind of way, you know what I mean? So I think when you say I listen to everything, like that's one thing about Outkast, like we was just, me and Big listened to everything. Like it was, and to that point, at a certain point, we felt like we can do everything because we listen to everything.
That's
so,
how I feel.
Yeah, I think music is just, you don't have to do one thing, you know, if you don't want to.
It
but
opened the
all
door
the
for other
influences.
stuff, for sure.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, like you can go be in a movie, you can start a fashion line, you can be a chef, for real. Like you can do whatever you want to once you like in the game.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm multi-talented. I want to do everything. Like when I was coming up, I used to make my own clothes. I got a lip gloss brand. I used to sell lip gloss. Like I did hair. I used to do hair.
She a hustler.
You still a hustler.
Yeah, like I've been hustling this. Y'all want me to tell y'all how I knew I was hustling? Because I sat back, I said, dang, I've been had hustling in my blood. Because when I was a little kid, I used to go to school. I used to be selling Kool-Aid out the little packets, like the Kool-Aid and sugar. I cry the kids over to the corner of the slide, give me my money here, pour it in their hand, I ain't gonna lie. I used to take the chips and the snacks from home, honey buns, oatmeal pies, come to school selling it to the kids. I'm like, Mama, they be saying they hungry, so she let me fill my book bags up.
The candy lady.
For sure. We all had them.
I've been a hustler, and then when I was in middle school, I used to do my own hair, and then I seen the girls needed their hair done, so they started coming to me like, can you do my hair? And I'm like, sure. I'm in middle school, I'm just doing some, but it started like, and that's how it got me popping. Like I was known as the hood hottest hairstylist.
Yeah, I used to cut hair too.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to cut all the kids in the hood. Their mama used to come bring them.
Period. That's how I was.
$5 a head. Yeah, before, because when you're an artist, really.
I'm about to say.
When you're an artist, like cutting
artist in
hair
the
is like.
hood really.
That's an art too.
That's really what it is. You're just sculpting. You know what I mean? Like, and fade is just kind of like removing material.
Where'd you get the confidence, not only like musically, to do like, you know, like you were just talking about like out of the box, like not just traditional, what we've been used to, but also from a fashion style. Like I think of like, hey, y'all, I think of like the outfit. Like where'd that confidence come from early in your career?
Over time, my influences from, once I started producing on the second album, you know, I'm buying records and I'm looking at the back of albums, looking at all the groups that I'm into, looking at Parliament Funkadelic, looking at Sly Stone, looking at those players who played with James Brown, blah, blah, blah. And I started to notice the people that I was attracted to. And I was like, that's who I want to be like, you know? So a lot of my heroes, from Prince to Sly, that's all in me, like punk artists. I always went to like who looked like they having the most fun, telling the most truth. So that's kind of like, that was a big influence. And honestly, man, my crew, man, like all the people in me and Big and CeeLo were the youngest in the dungeon at the time. All my homies from Rico to Gil, Cujo, T-Mo, they were a little older than us, so they had been rapping longer than us. So we kind of like sitting and watching. Like my first studio session was hanging out with Rico and them, going and Gib.
Rest in peace, Rico Wade.
East Point Chain Gang. And so my first studio visit was hanging with Reek. They go into the studio to produce Gib them. So it's kind of like my whole crew, like when you build a community of people, which is so important, when you have crews, in the dungeon, it became like an island, and we developed our own lingo, our own slang, our own look, and you build confidence in your crew where you don't give what nobody outside that say, and it's kind of like, once you get that kind of power, you take it out in the world. Like same way like Japan went with nobody for a long time, and they cultivated themselves and they became Japan, and then they opened up the doors. But they were confident in who they were. Like they were confident in what they offered to the world. So I have to say, man, my crew built me. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
It's important to have people on your team, my nigga, and be, you know, that you can bounce ideas off of and empower each other. You know what I'm saying? You never know what just saying good job, bro. That shit can inspire a nigga or give him a reason to keep going and want to get better. You know what I'm saying? Because you speaking good shit and giving them good energy and shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all bouncing ideas off each other. It's good to have a crew that's a positive crew though. Is it, you know, the same thing with a negative crew. If niggas around you telling you to do dumb shit, then and everybody doing dumb shit, then you're gonna be influenced to do dumb shit. But if you got some good people around you that's, you know, telling you to, you know, keep going and motivating you and empowering even your parents. You know, that's why the parents, y'all got to talk to y'all kids and be like, you know, tell them, hey, you know, I'm down with whatever you're trying to do. We gonna, if that's what you want to do, you want to learn how to play the keyboard. Okay, well, we gonna get you a keyboard and we gonna get you a coach, and we gonna get you some lessons and shit. You know, you gotta pump that shit into him, bro, because that's what's needed, bro. But if it's negative shit around, and that's what they're gonna be influenced by, man. So, you know, don't be scared to get a team, man, and of like-minded people though. You know, you can't have you thinking positive and the other people thinking negative. It ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? So get some good people around you, man. Whatever, anything you do.
Peace, Rico. But Rico, there were times when like I would say raps to Rico and he would just get up and walk. He might be smoking the blunt. He might get up and walk away. And it was so disrespectful to me as a kid. I was like, this mother, man, like, but
he letting
like,
you know.
That ain't good enough. And so your crew make you harder, make you better.
Yeah, for
like,
sure. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And if you in a dungeon, it was a real dungeon where it's like dirt on the wall.
Yeah,
it's
what
like,
was tell us what because we all know Dungeon Family.
Yeah,
but what was the physical place like? Because it was a studio almost, right?
It was a makeshift studio. We had like house speakers and a few drum machines and like car seats that would tow out of cars on dirt floors. It was like a crawl space in Rico's mama house, and Rico was kind and visionary enough to let us all young stay in her house. And
that's how my house was. Niggas, y'all come over here, man. Let's get, you know, we ain't got to be in the street, my nigga. Let's come over here. Let's make our music. We can smoke. We can do whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We got everything we need right here. You know, let's stay out of the way of the dumb shit. Let's work and you know what I'm saying, and help each other. Let's build each other up, my nigga. That's what it's about, though.
Man,
that's crazy.
If she wouldn't have opened her doors and it would be.
My partner Q-Mom was like that too. She was cool too, man. Rest in peace to her, man.
You know, Dungeon, shout out Miss Wade.
Period. Shout out to her.
Facts.
Yeah. He was like, sometimes you gotta have somebody with a cool mama.
Oh God, I was just finna say that.
Real, like,
it's always gonna be that one friend in the group that you go to their house, they got
she let y'all smoke while y'all was there?
Yeah. I mean, we was never disrespectful.
But I'm sure from her point, y'all was safe.
And she was like, if they in my house, then I know they ain't out there doing that.
Yeah.
Facts.
I mean, they got a mama like that.
I don't know if she would like agreed, but
it beats the alternative.
Yeah,
she's probably like it beats the alternative.
We was downstairs, and so she let it happen. And so it was really a house with a family. I mean, like Rico's two sisters were going to high school every day. We beating all night, beats like loud, like smoke and they got to wake up in the morning and go to school. Like it was a house
and work and shit.
She must have believed in y'all or something.
That's a true definition. Take a village.
I believe.
Child, my cousin, Misty, she do the same thing. Let us get in her basement, crank that bitch up, wasn't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Cause she knew we was out the way. We went out on the streets doing no dumb shit, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? We safe, you know what I'm saying? That's why parents don't run your kids outside into the streets, my nigga. Let welcome them and welcome the other kids in the neighborhood into the spot, man, and let them do some productive and constructive shit, man. Keep their mind active and moving in the right direction.
What's up?
Like Rico was a hustler, man. Like Rico had the vision. Like Rico made us believe, like so.
R.I.P. Rico.
R.I.P.
Yeah. You asked me where it come from. I'm only like a product of the dungeon, like they gave me, cause I'm an only child. Like I wasn't really confident in school. Like it took me a minute to learn how to perform even. Like I was a nervous kind of like kid. So my dungeon kind of like gave me like a platform to kind of go free.
Go do yourself, yeah. You had the same thing, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Drew.
Yep. I had the crew.
Same type of thing.
My mom was that mom though, because all the homies always used to come over my house. Cause my mom was like so. My mom was only 16 years older than me, so I mean, I'm a high school freshman. My mom 30, so she ain't about to be in the house all day. She out doing her thing. I'm only child too, so like I get it. But all the homies always want to come to my crib.
Oh no, that sounds
only
fun.
children.
Yeah,
I know your mom
child.
letting you have come. You the only child.
Yeah, mama was cool as hell.
My mom was strict as a mother.
Really?
Yeah, my mom, man, she wasn't having it, man. Like. My mom, but she did not play, and I'm the only child, man. It was like, and I think that's why I'm wild now, because she was so
Them only
strict,
kids be
man,
bad.
growing up.
Oh, yeah.
She was so strict, man, like, and you gotta like, I dropped out of school and told my mama.
In what grade?
10th grade, no, 11th grade.
Oh, that's
well, we was like smoking and leaving school, they kicked me.
Now hold up, Andre, that's dumb as hell. You done made it all the way to the 11th. That's the wrong time to goddamn drop out, bro. Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
You done made it to the 11th, bro. Go on and stick that shit out one more year and get your diploma, my nigga. But it turned out good for you, man. It don't turn out good for everybody. And then I ain't gonna lie, everybody that graduate, it don't turn out good for them either, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is crazy, bro. You never know what's gonna be what. It could be all flowers and roses and shit. Then a few days later, a year later, it's some whole other shit, man. So that's why I say you gotta live in the moment, man. And that's why they be saying put them phones down, bro. Enjoy that shit while it's here, man, because you never know. And then that's what I don't get too, man. Not to jump off subject, man, but like when y'all niggas be in the streets and shit, bro. You know the span. Yeah, you living it up for about good 2-3 years. You stacking it up, and you know what I'm saying, you running up, you having fun, you got the cars and you got the money and you got the girls and shit. But then the next 40 years, you in that motherfucking cell with some big strong ass 6-foot ass nigga doing whatever to you. And I don't think that shit that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think them 3 years equal out to that 40. So keep that shit in mind while y'all out here doing that dumb shit, bro. It only don't last long. That shit go and time go fast too, bro. So them 3-4 years, you might be getting $100,000 for them 3-4 years and 5 years and shit. But then next thing you know, that shit abruptly stop when they lock your ass up. That shit stop instantly. And it's a whole new ball game that you got to deal with for the rest of your goddamn life behind them bars. No freedom. That should be enough just to make a nigga, change his mindset and turn. But niggas don't be thinking that far. I guess I don't know. I don't understand, niggas' mentalities and shit. But you gotta think this shit out, bro. It's chess, not checkers. Everything is, bro.
School and sent me to alternative school. And that's when me and CeeLo met back up at the alternative school. And at that point, I'm rapping, I'm going to the dungeon every day. I'm like, man, I'm not doing this school. So I just kind of dropped out.
Got it.
And I told my mama I'm about to do this reciting words over beats thing. She's like, what the
Reciting words over beats. Now I'm about to be a rapper. Now I'm about to be a rapper. Boy, if you don't get your
legitimize shit,
I'm about to do these reciting words, Mom, over these musical instruments.
And so she didn't take that kindly, man. Like,
And you thought you had that figured out before you
the wordplay before you went to mom.
I don't even think I said it like that, but I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think how she's thinking. Like, so you gonna say some words. You're gonna drop out of school and say some words over beats. That's your plan. And so I can understand.
Sound
from a mom's
crazy.
standpoint, she was like, hell no. And so she went with it. Like they wouldn't even let us sign our record deal. We could have signed early on, but my mama wouldn't let me do it.
Because you weren't 18 yet.
Yeah. So we had to wait.
You need a guardian.
Yeah, you weren't 18 yet.
Yeah.
It is so, it's like I don't know about you guys, it's like a full circle moment for me. I'm from New York. Hearing these stories about Dungeon Family, hearing you at 16, and then remembering the South got something to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Right?
yeah.
You went to
What year was that?
94?
It was a Source Award.
94, 95, I don't
got
remember.
booed.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about that? Do you remember that moment?
I totally remember it. It was not planned. It looked brave, but I was nervous as a mother.
Yeah, he looked like he was
angry,
nervous
man,
for real.
'cause, like, we're in New York and we love New York. We grew up on all New York music, man. And when they announced who, I think the award was Best New Artist or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think Salt and Pepper and somebody else opened the
Y'all hit that like, hit that share, YouTube, Facebook, what's happening?
Outcast? Like, they read it like that.
Yeah.
So we were angry, like, with Dungeon, whole crew there, man. Like, and I was just angry, man. Like,
Yeah, matter of fact, fuck Salt and Pepper them, because they did read that shit fucked up like that. That's fucked up. Now that I think about it. We got to get on Salt and Pepper ass for how they even tried to play a nigga. They did try to play a nigga.
like that. Yeah. So we were angry, like, with Dungeon.
That's exactly how they read that
It
shit.
looked brave, but I was nervous as a mother. I was just angry, man, because, like, we're in New York and we love New York. We grew up on all New York music, man. And when they announced who, I think the award was Best New Artist or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think Salt and Pepper and somebody else opened the envelope. So Best New Artist is Outcast? Like, they read it like that. Yeah. So we were angry, like, with Dungeon, whole crew there, man. Like, and I was just angry, man. Like, and I just felt like, I don't know, it just came out. And I just said it. Like,
What'd you say?
The South
I said the South got something to
You
say.
should watch this video.
And I see, I'm getting pissed off. See, that's what I mean. These motherfuckers don't know nothing about our history of this shit, bro. That shit should be mandatory. She posted, how she don't know how she don't know that shit? Everybody know that the South got something to say. Everybody know that little clip, man, out of, if you don't know if you didn't even see the whole show, everybody know that little clip and that little saying, and she clueless. She don't know, what did you say? What, bitch?
Come on now, dog. Come on,
That's why it gotta be some vetting this shit, my nigga. That's why it gotta be some, I ain't gonna lie, it need to be gatekeepers in this shit, my nigga. Cause this shit like that, bro. Or if you interfere, bro, this the only shit where niggas don't respect the shit that came before, my nigga. The legends and the, even the history of that shit, man. Niggas don't give a fuck, my nigga. That shit crazy to me, man. But yeah, Salt and Pepper need to get more heat too for that shit that they did. They did do that shit fire though. We need to get on Salt and Pepper and them asses more about that shit.
Yeah, I don't even remember the whole thing, but I just knew hating on the South at that.
That's crazy that Sexyy Red didn't know that though.
The South
I said the South got something to say.
Y'all. And she dead fucking serious. That shit is crazy to me, bro. I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't understand this shit, man.
Video,
Yeah, I don't even remember the whole thing. But
this shit weird.
I just knew hating on the South at that point. You know what I mean?
It's 11
it was
o'clock.
wild, but I just remember just being really angry and driven because, like, we've been creating this music, man. We've been in the dungeon work, like, and we just felt like y'all don't get it.
Right.
You know, and sometimes you have to show people, man.
And it is wild, because I'll tell you full circle, being
But
in
they
New
give you
York.
drive, though, and I actually appreciate it now because it made
For
us
sure.
go harder.
For sure. But
That's how they did me, though.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
full circle, being in New
Fuel.
York, and you guys probably heard this, it's like there was a time when New York wouldn't play any Southern music and the West Coast music,
On the
whatnot.
radio.
Right, on the radio, right? Hot 97, Power, all that.
Yep.
And then that shifted, and New York radio started getting flack that they were only playing Atlanta, down south music, all that. And that New York artists were starting to sound like Atlanta artists.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, what did that feel like, it coming full circle where like the music kind of shifted towards like Georgia?
I always say, never hate on nobody because you don't know where they're gonna end up, man. Like, and it's just, what's always on top gonna be on bottom at some point. So it's just a shift. Just wait for your turn, man. It's gonna happen.
She said it. She said timing.
Yeah, for real. It just wasn't my time.
You said
and I
they
went
did you
mad.
like that too?
Huh?
Who did you like that? You said they. I heard you say they.
Everybody, like, they still don't believe in me, so I just be like, I'm gonna just show y'all. And like he said, they don't be understanding, like, we really came from nothing, and then we be making a big achievements, like, that's something for us, and then they just be like, you ain't doing nothing, but for us, it's like, ain't nobody doing this, so it's
Fuel, use it for fuel, hater fuel, man. It's the best. It's free energy.
I like when they talk about me. I ain't
That's
gonna
free
lie.
energy, because that make me go. That make me go in. I love when somebody doubts you.
Love when they doubt you.
I'll show you something.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
I'll be
use
back.
it. Use it, use it.
Love when you count me out, man.
Fashion, you must get that all the time, like gatekeepers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I was going to say, like, when we did that show at the Hollywood Bowl, the theme was the South got something to say. And I was like, I got something to say.
Yeah, man.
And I think that moment and the realness of that moment, you know what I mean, is what drove me to say, no, we're not showing in Paris. We got something to say right here in LA. And it's gonna be just as eloquent, just as sophisticated, just as beautiful, but, you know, still like every element, you know?
Hell yeah, make that shit take your fucked up situation and make that shit beautiful, you know what I'm saying? That's what they mean by, life give you lemons, you make lemonade, you know what I'm saying? Facts. Show them niggas that you can do that shit, man. Don't let nobody discourage you from doing shit. But try to be your best at that shit. Don't half-ass it either, you know what I'm saying? Don't come out there half-assing it. If you're gonna come out there, come out swinging, man. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit undeniable. Well, they ain't gonna have no choice but to respect that shit. Facts.
And, you know, it's always a fight. It's
Did
always a
anybody
fight.
try and talk you out of that? Like, yo, you gotta show in Paris. You should be there.
Nah. No one tried to talk me out of it. I was too convicted going in. I tried to talk myself out of it a week before, like, please, Rain, like, what am I doing?
Because you got nervous?
Oh, man, I was scared to death. I was like, the week before, I was like, what the hell did I get myself into? But the collection showed up, we started styling, and I was like, we already did the work. Once I started looking at the pieces, I was like, the work is done, we just gotta show up. But that moment, man, it was like, I remember that moment, 95.
Yeah, man.
I graduated high school in 95 like that. And I went to FAM, and I just remember, even some of the lines back then, like, all you think we are is hip hop is booty shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And then to like be here today, and it's like, we are that, and we are that. And it doesn't mean that one is
all that shit.
One is better than the other. You know what I mean? And it's like the fight to be able to just be what you want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the question that you were asking LeBron. Is like, okay, you were looking up to Mike, but at what point did you realize you can become something greater?
Right.
Probably was about 17.
Period.
17.
But
I think I was a junior in high school. That's when my summer of junior going into my senior year, I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. They had dubbed me the chosen one.
That's fine.
And
17.
Every I was going to, playing against the consensus #1 players or top 100 guys, I was just like, I was
smoking
that. Sometimes was out of body for myself. I couldn't even believe some of it that I was doing.
Yeah.
And then I think at that moment around 17, I knew I could be LeBron.
But do you still?
Like, and not Jordan, not Penny, not you know, I could still use them as inspiration and still get some creative from them by still watching and studying them, because they've done it longer. And I'm still respecting that. I'm still respecting that craft because they are doing it and they've done it and they've won, and whatever the case may be. Ken Griffey Jr. is part of that. Deion Sanders,
right?
Part of that. All, you know what I'm saying? But I started to.
That's what I'm saying right there. See, that's why you don't overlook the legends in music and hip hop either, man, because if you smart, you're gonna study that shit and learn from the older cats, and then, you know, put your twist on that bitch to see what they did good and what they did bad at, and, you know, and learn from that shit, man. Don't just not study the past, bro. You gotta study the past to see where the future going, and see where you can innovate and change shit and steer it into a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, niggas just think ignoring the history of what the fuck we went through and shit, and how we got it to this point. They think that shit is irrelevant. It's just like even the youngsters don't even be caring about the history and the shit that they parents and shit went through to make it easier on them niggas nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the only people that do that shit. That shit suck, bro. That's the fucking case, man. I don't know how that shit happened, where it went wrong, but my generation, we used to look up and, you know, and see, okay, he did it like that. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna take a little bit of that, mix it with this new shit. Bam, we got a new sound. We got something new. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, we saw them going through the, you know, the black history, the segregation and all that shit. Okay, we ain't gonna act like them. We ain't gonna be like that. We know they struggled hard, so we gonna be even better for them. And then somewhere along that line, that shit just stopped. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck happened, but shit just stopped, bro. And that shit is sad. And I don't know how we can even change that shit, man, and get it back on track to where it need to be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking, man.
I started to feel like, oh, you can now.
Well, he'll figure that shit out, though.
You can be a part of that room.
Oh, God.
At 17. And it's up to you to go get it.
Do you still have out of bodies?
Hell yeah.
This many hours of playing.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's when that spirit working, man.
Yeah, that's that spirit working.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you transcend what you thought you could be.
Yeah.
That's a great moment, man. I've seen it happen in my career. I've seen it happen in other rappers' careers where I'm sure they were like, whoa, I didn't even think I would do that.
Dre, when you make, like going back to some of the Outkast, then you, have you ever wrote a verse like, I think this is pretty good, then put it out into the world and the world be like, oh my, like you didn't, meaning you mismeasured it. You thought it was good, but then when you put it out for us, we was like, oh, this just went
Like I said, he thought it was good, but it's great. The reaction
it's like,
it's normal to him, but to other people, they look like, damn.
Or did you know, oh, this is one of them moments?
Well, I didn't know, but even when you writing it, I get a sense of, man, I don't know where it's coming from. So it's like it's happening at that time. Just like when you doing a move and you like, I don't know what, and it's happening. Yeah. That's kind of like when you, because when you start flowing, any rapper, they know what I'm talking about. Like you get the rapper spirit where words start coming together like, oh. You know, and it's kind of a thing that you not, like I could have never thought of that on my human own. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at that point, when I say the spirit working on whatever you believe in, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, all that kind of stuff. But the spirit, there's something underneath, like these are earth suits. We just wearing it to be able to talk and walk in. But the spirit in there, you know, that when we die, it goes somewhere else. The spirit, that get to work.
Earth suits, I kind of like that. That's a good love. Earth suits, that's some dope shit.
Don't get me talking about this kind of.
When you channeling, like as a musician, man, musicians I know it the same way. Like it's really an alive spirit, and that's where you want to be.
I know from a listener's aspect, when I listen to music, I have a sense of, oh, that motherfucker was in a bag when they was writing that or in the booth saying that.
I've
I
been.
can feel that, like you saying how the words is just hitting.
You definitely can feel that shit.
Yeah, that's that spirit.
You like, oh.
That's that spirit.
It's a little confidence in there too. That
yeah, of course, because you know you put the work in. But
you put the work in, but it's definitely a feeling of I'm not sure how I did that.
It's the confidence in the work, but you clearly know that it's almost a humbling thing too.
It is.
Because you know, whoa, this ain't me. So some people can take it as, oh, I'm that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, I'm just a
vessel for that shit, right?
You know what I mean? And it's happening. You know
I'd
what I
be
mean?
like, that was God, because ain't no way. I'd be like, that's God. Like, when there was something crazy happen, I'd be like, that was God, y'all.
Yeah,
I ain't just do that. That was God.
It's something happening, man, and that's where you want to be. Like, that's the best place to be.
When it appears as if I'm in my bag, I know that it's God. You know, and I think all I can do is be obedient to the call.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I'm obedient to the call, I know he's gonna show up. And all that does is give me the confidence that I'm in purpose, that I'm in his intention for what he wants me to do. And like you said, Dre, it's more humbling than it is like, look at me. It's like, God, I can't believe you could show up through me like that.
All right, y'all, we gonna stop this shit right here, man. Y'all want to see the whole interview? Go check it out, man. It's Shop LeBron James shit. It's a dope ass interview. I'm gonna finish checking it out, man, before I get through. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all boy pulling up, man. Y'all hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button if y'all ain't already. Let me see. YouTube, what's happening again? Facebook, what's happening, man? We'll be back tomorrow with the regular rap show. No cap rap news. See how I'm gonna get out of here, man. I guess we'll leave out with the fuck it, let's leave out with the bottles. With the bottle outro, man. Tick need to run the city, no cap rap news, bro. Peace, man. Peace, 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 peace.